Alright, so welcome to my studio. Yep, this is now my studio with bedroom and all. So, over the past year or so, I've been purchasing some music equipment. And over here, I know the title is talking about the GRETSCH and all of that, but I'm going to get to that. But last year I purchased this rolling digital piano. I really don't want to take this off, but I will just for the sake of the video. I don't have it plugged in, but you can get all kinds of sounds out of this thing, and you can do so much with it. It's a Roland, I think E50. Yeah. Purchased this from sweetwater.com and upgraded the bench and got a real nice stand for it to sit on. Why it's a little crooked, not sure. But that's all that good stuff right there. This is hardware, a cymbal stand that I got from an estate sale about a month ago for, look how much, 24 bucks. Yeah, so I talked to you about the GRETSCH Catalina Maple drum set that's in process. It's not going to come in until November because it's back ordered. And so that drum set is only the shells. So you got to buy the hardware and the cymbals and the throne. And so I'm working on the hardware, going to different estate sales and seeing what they got. One had some cymbals like Sabian, but you know, they were very, very used. So I'm just taking my time with that since I got until November. But on to the main event. The main event is this beauty here. This is a GRETSCH Electromatic 5655T electric guitar. Beautiful. Now, I'm not sure why the guitar is in the feminine. You know, B.B. King had Lucille. My daddy had Betsy. And men always name their guitars in the feminine. I don't know if the females, if they do the same. I'm just going to call it GRETSCH. And perhaps it's named in the feminine because I remember one day my daddy took out his guitar and he had to tune it up a little bit. And he says, you know, a guitar is a lot like a woman. And I looked at him, I was like, really? He said, yeah. You gotta tune it up before you stroke it. I was like, for real, nigga? But this is beautiful. It's in amethyst. Beautiful color. I think it's lacquered in maple, or however these people say. So if you're new to this channel, or you were just coming to this channel because you were looking to see a video about the GRETSCH 5655T and want to hear how it sounds, well, this ain't that kind of video because I don't know how to play this shit. But I'm going to learn. So come back to this channel a year from now and I'll be playing it. But this is beautiful. It has Bixby on it. I've had it for about a month now, I think. Yeah, probably about a month, yeah. And this I purchased from Guitar Center. And so I took it to the store. I purchased it online. And when it got it, I took it to the store to be set up. And I had them change the tuners. Had them change the tuners and also install um, a rolling bridge. These are called, I don't know what they're called. Because guess what? I don't know how to play shit. But I'm learning. I'm practicing. But, yeah, I had them change the original tuners out to locking tuners because it was advised that I should do that. Because as the guitar came originally, something about using the Bixby tends to throw it out of tune way too much. So it was advised to get some locking tuners and change the bridge into a rolling bridge, a roller bridge. And that's what I did. Now, somebody else said, well, you really don't need to do that. That's for guys, people who really play guitars, you know, they'll have that issue. Well, this guitar was like held for 2.5 weeks in the store. And I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and get it done. The good thing about it is with Guitar Center, you get cash back on your purchases. So with all the things I've purchased from them, I got like $130. And so to set this up and do the mods that I wanted came up to like $239 minus the $130, so it only cost me an extra $139 for everything. So yes, this is the GRETSCH. Alright. Actually, I'm sure I'll be playing this thing way sooner than a year. I say give me a couple of months and I'll be able to play at least one song really, really good. So next up is a Fender. Yes, the new Player 2 series Mustang bass in red. Yep, 4-string bass. I did not make any mods on this yet. The bass, from what I could see, seems to be a lot easier to learn how to play. It seems that way. I don't know. I'll see when I try it out. But this is a beauty as well, Fender. Don't expect me to go into details about, and the fretboard is made out of this kind of ebony maple, and this and that and the other, and the pickups, and I don't know about that shit. But look at the guitar. It's beautiful, ain't it? Yeah, it is. So what goes along with electric guitar and the bass are the amplifiers. So this amplifier right here, this little one, is for the electric guitar. This is a Mustang LT25. I hear it's a lot of fun to work with. And that's just about all I can tell you about it because I don't know how to work this shit. But I'm about to learn. I have the instructions. I have YouTube videos. And as soon as I get off this video with y'all, I'm going to hook up the GRETSCH first to this amp and try it out and see how it sounds. And maybe I'll come back and tell you about it. And then the Rumble 40 is the amp for the Fender bass. Don't ask me to go into specific details about this shit because I don't know. But I'm about to learn. So it's almost like I'm hearing, if you build it, they will come. Yeah. So I got the digital piano over there, got the electric guitar, got the bass, got the GRETSCH drum set coming. Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to bring in and show you. Hold on, be right back. Don't go nowhere. Just know that there's a whole shitload of instruments all around my house. There's djembes, there's tambourines. How many African drums do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a couple of tambourines. What else? What else is here? I know I'm forgetting something. Oh, harmonicas. Yeah. Those are things that I've had for quite some time. Except for I just bought a djembe about 2 months ago. It was on clearance and I just couldn't resist. So that's why I picked that one up. But I'm not about to bring all of those in here. But as I'm speaking to you, there's one more thing I want to show you. Aha. Hold on. Is this? This is what? A blue and gold saxophone. Yes, it is. This is a saxophone. It's alto. I want to say B flat. And it's made by Slade, Slade. Now, when I was in the market for a saxophone, I'm looking at Yamahas and Selmers, looking at YouTube videos. I came across a YouTube video that compared this Slade saxophone to a $5,000 Selmer saxophone. And I didn't want to spend thousands of dollars on an instrument that I don't really play so well. So I watched this video. Now, I got this Selmer saxophone, not Selmer, this Slade saxophone from, guess where? Temu. And in this video I watched, and there was a couple of them, this $197 saxophone from Temu sounded just like the $5,000 Selmer saxophone. I couldn't tell the difference. So I went and got this saxophone from Temu for $197. Yes. Unknown Roaster, of course I would invite you over to jam. Of course. So, got a sax. And my vision is that people will just come over. I don't care if you know how to play or you don't know how to play. Don't matter to me. You come here and you pick up an instrument and you just start to work it and see what happens. You never know. I think it's time for us to begin to ignite some creative juices and let what's in us come out and express ourselves to the world, There's things that we all should have to say to the world that we think the world should hear. And we could do that through many forms and on various platforms. But for those who choose to express it through music, my home, this room in particular, is for you. And what inspired me is at my job, we have a music therapist, and He has like, could be about 20, 30 djembes and all types of drums and stuff. And we just sit around with the kids and we just beat the drums. And next thing you know, somebody's rapping and we all in unison just jamming for like 45 minutes straight off the dome and straight out the heart. And it's very therapeutic for me and for everyone there, even the therapist, you know. And so I decided that's what I want to create. People just come over. If you know how to play, fine. If you don't know how to play, even better. Because, you know, we can all learn together. And what else? Unknown Roaster says, absolutely, that creative part of us is crucial for many, many parts of our souls. Yes, it is. And you express that very well in your videos. You are really, really talented, and I always enjoyed your work. You live in the A, Just J? All right. All right, that sounds good. Wow. Beautiful. I would really like that. Can I play the piano? Out of all these instruments, what can I play the best? The piano. And tell you the truth, I think the piano is one of the most easiest instruments to learn how to play. I really do. It's really, really, really so easy. And reading music is really, 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 really so easy. It really is. It's really, really simple. At first, you might struggle a bit in terms of really processing everything. But once you process all of that, and it doesn't take long, it's great. It's just a matter of you picking up speed and learning different chords and arpeggios and just practice, practice, practice. And one thing I want to do with each of these instruments is I think I don't think I need to take a course for the piano. I really don't. But I think I'm going to take lessons for the guitar for sure. Even if it's just one lesson. Because I taught myself how to play the piano. But as far as the guitar, I think I need to take a couple of lessons because I don't want to teach myself bad habits. Because once you start playing the instrument, utilizing bad habits, it's hard to break out of it. So that's why I said, you know what, I'm going to take some lessons so that I can learn how to hold it, how to do A, B, C, and D the correct way. Instead of, it's one thing to learn on a YouTube video, which is excellent, fine. But I think I need an in-person lesson just for the basics and not to develop bad habits. But yeah, if you're thinking about playing an instrument, the most easiest one, in my opinion, is the piano. And probably the harmonica also. The harmonica is the cheapest instrument. Well, you can get a real good one for $55. And there's excellent YouTube videos on how to play that. So I could play, except for the guitars, I can play the piano, the harmonica, and the saxophone. Saxophone, I could play very little. But the piano, yeah, I'm getting there. And the harmonica, that's pretty easy. It really is. All it is that you just got to practice. Because, whatever you practice, you get good at. Oh, I know Roaster said you can teach yourself guitar too. When you look at people like Van Halen and even Paul Gilbert, they do some things that most teachers will say don't do. You know what? And I don't know what those things are, but I was thinking in terms of, you know, how to play the guitar as far as, like, I don't want to be playing the guitar and my wrist is wrong, and then later on I got carpal tunnel because I have not been playing this guitar correctly. Things of that nature. But as far as technique, I think that might be a little bit something kind of different, or more or less like to each his own. So, yeah. And will I take a lesson for the sax? Probably. Probably. Most likely I will. And again, from what I've been watching on YouTube videos, the bass seems much easier to play than the electric guitar, and I don't know why yet. It just looks easier. I almost know that I can pick up bass lines from music real quick. I know I can do that because I've always had a good ear. James, good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, one of the easiest other than the triangle. Yeah. Yeah. Other than the triangle. I play the tambourine very well. So how many instruments can I play? The tambourine. I could play the piano. I could play the harmonica. The saxophone, I'm not going to say I could play that just yet. So far I could play 3 instruments. Oh, and djembe. 4 instruments I could play so far. Now, am I good enough to sit in and play with a band? No. But I could play some things. Yeah, she said, I remember the triangle from kindergarten. Oh, you a bass man? Cool, James. Yeah. Just Jay. And what else? That's just about it. So, without further ado, I'm going to continue setting up this room. I have a tri-flip-it guitar stand. I'm not sure if you know what? I'm going to sit these guitars on them, put that stand together and sit these guitars on that stand. And I'll probably bring my father's out and sit it, because they said, you got to have them on the stand so that you can see them, because if you keep them in the case, you never play it. That's what they say. But I would tend to keep them in the case more so for protection, because I got Jumanji and Diva, and they like to chew shit up. So I don't know. I'll see. I guess maybe I'll just keep this door closed. I don't know. Yes, I am reading tonight. Yes, I am. In a little while, actually. I'm gonna try and start quite early. I read till like 5 o'clock this morning. And yeah, I'm gonna start back with part 2 of chapter 3, because that's a long ass chapter, and I stopped and left a cliffhanger. So we're gonna see what the judges are going to announce as to who won the talent show. Needless to say, I am enjoying the way this book is written. I am enjoying his journey and his story. It's very nostalgic for me. And, it's leaving me for a yearning to see times like that come back again, where the community just really banded together and everybody took care of everybody. And even he said his family always was in conflict with another family, and there was a few occasions where the both families was out there fighting. And not that I advocate fighting or violence, but it is what it is. But you see, nobody got shot. Whoever's still living is still here to tell the story, you know. And if they did pass away, it wasn't because of this fight. That's just how things were taken care of back in the day at times. Not all the times, but, hey, we're humans. Things happen. And I said all that to say is that kids today, man, we got to slow it down. Maybe boys who are in conflict, maybe we can develop another Muhammad Ali and say, hey, box it out instead of pulling out guns. That way they're developing boxing skills, and they can perhaps be led to become the world heavyweight champion or whatever. You never know where you can go with that, but it's got to be a different alternative than how they are dealing with conflict today, because their solution to conflict is so final that it's not even funny. It's devastating, to say the least. All right, so that's my rant for today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm so sorry for those of you who are new to the channel and you don't know anything about Madam Whip Ass, and you came here because you're interested in the instruments and stuff, and I couldn't go into detail and tell you about the humbuckles and this and that and the other, because I'm not well versed in it. I can't even play one note on either of these guitars yet. So check back with me periodically. So subscribe to the channel. All right? Thanks again, and I'll see y'all very shortly. Not too soon. Not too soon. Not too late. I'll be back. Peace.